Welcome. This has never happened before. Lancet stopped Bandera in the Zaporozhye direction. Russian barrage ammunition killed all howitzers at a distance of km from the front. This month, as of the morning of July, hits of the Lancet were documented on enemy equipment including Leopard tanks, Brattle infantry fighting vehicles as Krab self-propelled guns, howitzers, Kiev and Tuk radars, Skigord Espide air defense systems, and much more. For comparison, in June, only similar facts were recorded. The dynamics are more than impressive, which also speaks about the growth of production of kamikaze drones in our country and about the training of new operators to manage them. Here are some recent messages. Not again, but again. The fighters of the UP Cascade together with the fighters of the Brigade of the UP of the Pacific Fleet inflicted a fire defeat with the use of the voice synthesis performed by Yandex Cloud Speechticket. Lancet strike Kiev on the neo-Nazi technique after it was blown up by mines. The targets this time were 2 tanks and 2 canneries. The Bandera tank tried to save its damaged twin, but it was overtaken by a Russian barrage ammunition. The Ministry of Defense of the Russian Federation stated that this episode occurred in the Zaporozhye direction. Let's add to understand the situation on the video. The APU tank makes its way among dozens of units of damaged NATO armored vehicles. The administrator of the Telegram channel DJed Airborne Pskov Zov published a video with the destruction of the anti-aircraft missile system of new Nazi formations by calculating the Lancet barrage ammunition. Summing up the results for July, we can safely say that the AFU, under pressure from Western colleagues, carried out a number of suicidal attacks in the direction of Werkino-Zaporozhye direction, during which they suffered enormous losses both in personnel and equipment. Our unmanned calculations played a huge role here, which stopped whole columns with kamikaze drones. On our forums, of course, videos with Lancets are being vigorously discussed. It flew right into the landing party on the bet. Oscar Palme d'Or and Audience Award. I haven't seen anything like this yet. This is not the same as the first one. It is necessary to be on the honor board as one of the most worthy of all time. One of the leaders of the national rating will be. Even offhand, it's hard to remember something more epic to get on camera so successfully. Rag Panics, in particular, the fundraiser No. For the defense of Nenka Sergei Prichula admitted, unfortunately, air defense systems are often vulnerable to the barrage ammunition of kamikaze drones Lance. Thus, the Russians are trying to knock out this shield from us. Ukro experts believe that the White House is rushing Bankova with the attack on Melitopol because of fears of an avalanche-like increase in the use of high-precision weapons by the Russian army, including, of course, Lancets. Insiders who are part of the political backstage of the US team claim that the US President's National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan, in a conversation with the head of the Office of the President of Ukraine Andrei Yermak, specifically cleaned the brains of his ward. Voice synthesis performed by Yandex Cloud Speechticket. The Russians are strengthening their positions on missiles, electronic warfare, REM, and UAVs every day. The deployed factories will soon reach the maximum level of production of cheap products. In addition to all this, the Russians continue to open further factories and workshops. From giant corporations of the firm Zala Lancets to ordinary mini-contractors, something like this, as a well-known blogger in Nezalesnaya writes, said the US President's National Security Advisor. This snippet was generated in Yandex Cloud Speechticket.